Imagine waking up in your small town and suddenly finding yourself in the exact same streets, only 30 years earlier. No cell phones, no internet, no Spotify playlists, just milkshakes, jukeboxes, and 1950s rock and roll. That's the wild adventure Marty McFly is about to stumble into in Back to the Future, the 1985 classic that blends sci-fi, comedy, and pure 80s charm. We open in Hill Valley, 1985. Meet Marty McFly, a teenager who plays guitar, skateboards through town, and dreams of making it big with his band. But Marty's life isn't exactly perfect. His family, a bit of a mess. His dad, George McFly, is timid and awkward, constantly pushed around. His mom, Lorraine, seems unhappy, reflecting on the past with a drink in hand. Marty just wants out, a bigger, brighter life. And then there's Marty's unusual friend, Dr. Emmett Doc Brown, a wild-haired scientist who's been cooking up some seriously crazy experiments. One night, Doc finally unveils his masterpiece, a time machine. But not just any time machine, it's built out of a DeLorean car. Stainless steel, gull-wing doors, futuristic design. It looks straight out of a sci-fi dream. The key detail? To travel through time, the car needs to hit 88 miles per hour. Oh, and it runs on plutonium, which Doc may or may not have borrowed from some very dangerous people. Just as Marty is wrapping his head around this, things go wrong. A group of armed men show up, forcing Marty to make a desperate escape inside the DeLorean. In a blur of lights and flames, Marty finds himself back in 1955. Hill Valley looks familiar, but also completely different. Neon lights are replaced by diners, people are dressed in crisp 50s outfits, and a billboard proudly advertises a new neighborhood coming soon. At first, Marty's just confused, but the real shock comes when he bumps into his teenage parents, George, awkward as ever, and Lorraine, who unexpectedly develops a crush on him. Suddenly, Marty isn't just visiting the past, he's stuck in it, with his very existence at risk. Marty knows he needs help, so he tracks down the only person who could possibly understand, the younger version of Doc Brown. And after some disbelief, and Marty's proof with the DeLorean, Doc realizes what's happening. But here's the catch. By interfering with his parents' lives, Marty has accidentally disrupted the moment that should have brought them together. If George and Lorraine don't fall in love, Marty might never exist. So, in classic time travel fashion, he's got two impossible missions. One, make sure his parents actually fall for each other. Two, find a way to power the DeLorean so he can return to 1985. What follows is a hilarious chain of events. Marty coaching his dad on how to stand up to bullies like Biff Tannen, the local tough guy. Awkward dinners with Lorraine's family, where Marty has to hide his true identity. Constant close calls where his modern slang, clothes, and behavior stand out like a sore thumb. The movie shines here by mixing comedy with real heart. Marty isn't just fixing the timeline. He's learning who his parents really were and seeing them not as the tired, broken adults from his time, but as teenagers with dreams, flaws, and potential. As time ticks away, Doc comes up with a daring plan to send Marty home, using the power of a lightning strike. The problem? They know exactly when and where it will hit, but pulling it off will take perfect timing. Meanwhile, Marty still has to set things right between George and Lorraine, ensuring they actually come together instead of drifting apart forever. And here's where we'll pause, because what happens next is too legendary to spoil. Let's just say it involves a storm, a clock tower, and one of the most iconic moments in movie history.